Okay, back to the phones. Let's see what awaits out there. You never know. Wildcard line, you are on the air.
You cannot hide from me tonight, Mr. Bell.
Apparently not.
Yes, you try to trick me into thinking you're retiring, but you're not. Listen, I'm going to tell you about the birds and the bees.
Oh, yes, by all means. The person I would look to first for the birds and the bees would be you. Where are they?
I have the Lord's advice. Let me tell you what's happening with the bees. They're pollinating pot plants, and the pot plants are poisoning them and killing them. And the birds...
Wait, you may be on to something, JC. So they're pollinating pot plants, they're getting stoned, and then they don't know how to get back to the hive.
You got it. That's exactly what is happening.
Got to give you a sign. You really thought that one out.
Excuse me?
I gave you a compliment, JC. Never mind. Go ahead. The birds. What about the birds?
Let me tell you about the birds.
Yes.
The birds are being murdered by an overpopulation of cats. Too many demonic cats. You're killing chickens and turkeys, and they're trying to depopulate so that we'll starve to death.
JC, cats are not demonic.
They are the devil's familiars. You know that, sir.
They are not. They're cute little furry, lovable things, JC. Haven't you probably a cat's never loved you, has it, JC?
No, but they've attacked me, that's for sure.
Well, see, I've always credited cats with a great deal of old knowledge, and anybody who sounds like you do deserves a set of front claws right between the cheeks.
The old knowledge of the devil, the serpent and the snake and the cat, all together against mankind. But let me tell you something. When Jerry Falwell died, he split hell wide open, going into the boiling pits of sewage because he refused to get, only on one point, he had so many good points about him, and I feel so bad about him, which is why I want to warn you and warn your audience that he refuted me. He would not give me his television programs and radio programs, so he went to hell.
What happened to Edna? Is she home yet? You said Edna was coming home.
No, we're tracking her down, and we're going to, very soon, Mr. Bell, we're going to return Edna to the fold. And that's why you need to have me back on for the I Agree with JC interview line. The
JC interview line?
Yes, the interview line, so that you can have your listeners call and talk to me. I mean, you do it for degenerate authors like Tess Gerritsen and no good like Stephen Hawking.
That would be Tess Gerritsen. And Stephen Hawking, I don't think we've had him on the show yet, JC. And actually, JC, I've done it for you on a number of occasions.
Well, yes, but not enough. It's never enough for the Lord's word, is it, sir?
There is enough of JC. There can be enough of JC.
No, sir, I don't think so.
5 minutes is kind of the limit, JC.
No. You need to give me your entire program. How dare you tell me to limit the Lord's word to 5 minutes?
That is a thought. What if you had the whole program?
I would...
What would you do, JC? If you had the whole program, what would you do?
Well, first I would start, and I agree with JC line, and tell people to email me at boilingpitsofsewage.com.
I agree with JC line. JC, even I don't have a line like that. I'd rather have somebody disagree with me than agree with me, and you would have an I agree with JC line.
Yes, and I would have people who call to disagree with me as well so that I could tell them how wrong they are. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, and even if it is wrong.
Isn't that a little self-serving? I agree with JC line?
Not only the I agree with JC line, but I think that JC is a great and wonderful person line. The JC is absolutely correct line. The I will do JC's will line. I will obey JC line. Yes, I could have as many lines as I wanted to glorify me because I glorify God, and God has chosen me to be his 10-star general, not you.
Actually, if we were doing some sort of donation work for Mental Health Week, you'd be just my guy.
Listen, I could take donations for the Lord. I'm willing to accept any kind of monetary compensation for my work. I mean, I'm doing this because God wants me to, but God also wants me to have a steady income, yes.
I see. Yes. How many people have sent donations into, what is it, CLAMP? Is that your organization, CLAMP?
I do not disclose my personal financial matters with infidels like you.
Infidels. CLAMP. Is CLAMP a 501c setup? I mean, is it tax exempt or what's the deal?
I, again, will not discuss that with you. There's a fraudulator out there who is impersonating CLAMP, and I'm not going to say who she is, but she knows who she is, and I'm ordering her to stop. She's not Clamp. I have no official web presence besides boiling pits of sewage at yahoo.com. So people out there be warned. Fraudulators on the web.
I didn't know you had that. You know, wait a minute. I want to be sure of this. You have boilingpitsofsewage.com. That's your website?
No. Boiling pits of sewage at yahoo.com.
At Yahoo. I'm surprised Yahoo. I'm surprised Yahoo would allow something like boiling pits of sewage at Yahoo.
Boiling pits of sewage.
Yeah.
And they deleted the original Edna Pringle emails. I think the devil did it. I know the devil did it himself. He went and clipped the wires and destroyed that account.
Yeah.
We created boiling pits of sewage at yahoo.com. And then so people can get in contact with me because very soon God is going to rise up an army of Christian martyrs and soldiers. And
JC, how do you feel when you close your eyes and you think about Edna zipping along at about 80 miles an hour on a Harley somewhere?
I feel nothing but pure rage and anger that one so close to me and so close to Jesus could be ripped away and pornographized by your listeners. I feel anger and I feel rage and I feel hatred of the devil. I want to just step on them and say, "Get behind me, Satan! You are a defeated foe."
What if JC? What if God is the one who released Edna from your evil hold?
Well, don't you think he would have?
Yes.
He would have told me if he allowed her to leave. I am not evil, for one thing. Only someone as corrupt eyes as you could call one as anointed as I evil.
So you speak personally with God, do you?
Yes. There's briefings daily.
Briefings?
Up to the minute.
Really?
Yes.
You must have some sort of
direct communication. He reveals to me the new revelation, which, like Mr. Falwell, refused to accept it, so he's in hell. Pat Robertson's a good guy. I'm working on him, but he's going to go to hell. And so Brother Michael Diamond's going to go to hell. Everybody who doesn't accept my new revelation, because I talk directly with the Lord, our God.
Hey, JC, you were really wearing out your fingers trying to get on with Brother Diamond, weren't you?
You know I was. That blasphemer, heretic, no good, flea-bitten mongrel. I had to speak to him again. I had to put him in his place.
Oh, JC, all right. Thank you very much for the call. Back to the boiling pits. What an address. Pits of sewage.